Hi everyone, it's Jen here. So as promised, today is 20-week update. It is Friday, so I'm doing it sort of on time. It's not Thursday, but I did tell you that I probably wouldn't do it Thursday. So here we are on Friday. So I did have my sonogram yesterday, and everything went great with it. Said that the baby was growing healthy. I was measuring right where I was supposed to be measuring at 20 weeks. And everything like that. So let's get on to everything that's going on this week. So for week 20, which is the halfway point, so we are officially at halfway, so I've got 20 more weeks to go. The symptoms are just really mainly two things. The first thing are Charlie horses, the cramping in my calves. I get them every morning now. I try to prevent them. I try not to stretch as much when I wake up, but sometimes I get them anyways. Like I'll try not to stretch. I'll get up out of bed and I'll try to start walking, and just the action of walking will cause me to have a Charlie horse. I think it's just, like I've said before, when I'm at work, I'm on my feet the whole time I'm there. I don't really sit down until lunchtime, and even then lunchtime isn't until like about 11:30, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and I usually have to be at work by 4:45 in the morning. So I spend 4:45 until about 11:30 on my feet almost the whole time. Now I do lead into my next symptom, which is peeing like clockwork, like going to the restroom like clockwork. When I wake up, and then at 4 o'clock I go pee, and then once I get to work and I'm working at about 6 o'clock, I go pee, and then again about 8:30 I go pee, and then again about 11. So it's kind of like it sounds like every 2 hours, and from 8:30 to 11, that's like 3 or 4 hours. So it's almost every 2 hours, and it's like clockwork. So even when I'm not working, like my day off, I'll wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, go to the restroom, go back to bed, wake up again at 6 o'clock in the morning, go to the restroom, go back to bed, and then again I'll wake up at 8:30, get up, go to the restroom, and then by 8:30 I'm like, okay, there's no way I can go back to sleep, so I end up staying up the rest of the day. But it's like clockwork. So no matter if I'm awake and at work or at home and asleep, I still wake up at the exact same times to go pee, which I have had before with my other pregnancies. So that's pretty much it for symptoms. There's really nothing else. I mean, I do get like shortness of breath when I'm at work, and I usually use the time that I have to go to the restroom to take like a small little sit break to drink some water or something like that, but I don't sit for very long. Maximum I take is like 5 minutes, because if I take longer than that, they come looking and they're like, okay, what are you doing? You need to get back out there. So again, my job doesn't really have, just because I'm pregnant doesn't mean I'm treated with kid gloves, I guess you can say. They still treat me the same. Even if I was or was not pregnant, I get treated the same. If you step off the floor for longer than 5 minutes, they come and find you and see what you're doing and why you're off the floor. You have to ask permission to come off the floor. So even to go to the restroom, you have to say, hey, I need to go to the restroom. Can I go now? Or do I need to wait a few minutes for someone to take my spot? Because of the way that we have to hold ratio for taking care of our donors and stuff like that. So it's very strict and very physical consuming. You don't realize how much it takes out of you to be on your feet for 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours straight, until you actually have to do it day after day after day. It's exhausting. Even when I'm not pregnant, while I wasn't pregnant, it was exhausting. And now that I am pregnant, it's even more exhausting. Now, I'm pretty sure that once I get further along and it gets closer to my due date, they will be a little bit more conscientious of my situation and maybe treat me with a little bit of kid gloves, because they know that I'm getting closer to my due date. But right now, they don't really, because they don't see the need, I guess you can say. I have to like really force the issue, like, hey, I need to go to the restroom, let me go. And then while I'm taking my restroom breaks, I sit down and drink me a water or have me a little snack, and then I get back up and I go out there, so I don't give them a reason to come looking for me. Because if I give them a reason to come looking for me, it's just going to piss me off, but I do it anyway. Which is why we have discussed it me and my husband have discussed it, and I will be going on maternity leave, but once my maternity leave is over, I will not be going back to that job. I will be taking 6 months to a year off to spend time with my kids and the new baby and building that bond. And I do breastfeed, so I feel like with Lily, I was able to breastfeed her whole first year of her life. I didn't have a job at the time. I wasn't working, so I was able to be a stay-at-home mom with her, and I had no problems. With my 2-year-old, I was working. Not at this job. I had a different job. And God, I wish I could go back to that job. I so wish I could go back to that job. But they have a situation to where once you stop working there, you have to wait a certain amount of time before you can reapply, and I'm still in the middle of not being able to reapply for that job. And I voluntarily left that job to go back to school for the job I have now that I don't like. So I screwed up there, because I had a nice job. I didn't have any benefits or anything like that because I wasn't considered full-time. They have a really limited space for full-time, and I hadn't had the chance or opportunity to become full-time yet. And so I thought, you know, this is like not something for me. I want to be able to be full-time. I need benefits. I want to do this. I want to do that. I was like, let me go back to school. I went to school. I got a medical assistant degree with phlebotomy, and then I went and got a new job. Got this job, and I absolutely hate it. I love the occupation, being a phlebotomist and a medical assistant. I love it, but being a phlebotomist / medical assistant at this particular place sucks. Sucks, okay? Just sucks. Anyways, we're supposed to be talking about baby stuff. Sorry. Where were the symptoms? Peeing. Okay, so that's pretty much it for symptoms. Cravings. I still get cravings for watermelon. With or without the chili lime powder, it hasn't really changed. I still love, like, pretty much fruits. Like, I can eat watermelon, mangoes. Give me some strawberries with cream. I'm in Texas. My husband is Hispanic. I live in a predominantly Hispanic neighborhood, so what I get is what they call fresas con crema, but it's basically the strawberries with like a whipped cream type thing, and sometimes you can get like nuts and stuff put on it. It's like awesome good. I love it. So pretty much a lot of fruits. I crave a lot of fruits. And then occasionally I might crave like a sour thing or two. Occasionally I might like have a lime with some salt on it or something like that, but it's mainly the fruits that I'm craving. And that's pretty much it. There's no new cravings, no weird cravings or wacky cravings or anything like that. So on to the baby. So at my sonogram, she didn't tell me how long the baby was, so I don't know the size according to my sonogram, like its actual size, but according to the app, the size, my 2 apps, sorry, I forgot. I do go by 2 apps. So one says that it's a 6.5 inches, the size of a small cantaloupe. And then the other app says 10 inches, the size of like a normal cantaloupe. So I'm guessing anywhere that the baby could be the size of anywhere between 6.5 inches and 10 whole inches. I guess depending on, you know, how well the baby has developed and stuff like that. But the weight, I can tell you for sure exactly what the baby weighs. So, yesterday at my sonogram, the sonographer told me that because of the measurements and all that, the baby weighs 13 ounces, exactly 13 ounces. According to the app, the baby should only weigh about, I think it said like 10 point something. So he or she weighs just a little bit more than what the app says. So at 13 ounces. So the baby, it says the baby's skin will become covered with a waxy-like substance called vernix, which will protect his or her skin from becoming scratched or chapped. It says baby also is starting to produce meconium, which is the result of digestion. It will accumulate in his or her bowels and pass in the diapers shortly after birth. So he or she is already starting to do the whole getting ready to be able to pass bowel movements afterwards. My sonographer, I did tell my sonographer about how we were not going to reveal the gender. Not that we weren't going to reveal the gender, but that I didn't want to know the gender there at the doctor's office. That I just wanted her to put whatever the gender was on the picture itself, to type it out, and then just stuff it in an envelope and seal the envelope up, and then I'm passing it on to my friend and coworker. Now, like I said, I've got people, more than one person wanting to do a gender reveal, and then me myself wanting to do a gender reveal here with just the family and I, like just a small little get together just to reveal it to the family and stuff. So my coworker who's doing a gender reveal for me at work is going to do an extra small little cake for me to bring home to reveal the gender to the family. And then Sassy Shopper wants to do a gender reveal for our YouTube channels. Now, because of how everything is working, I at first thought that the first gender reveal that I would do would be the one with Sassy Shopper for the YouTube channel, but I have misplaced, because I was supposed to get 2 envelopes with 2 different pictures for the gender, so I could give one to one friend and the other to the other friend. Well, I had thought that she had given me, the sonographer had given me the 2 envelopes, but she did not. She only gave me 1. So the way I'm making this work is, because I won't be able to see Sassy Shopper until my next day off, which won't be until this coming Monday, maybe, because they haven't even put my my schedule up for next week. They haven't put it up yet. So, and they changed my day off. Normally for this week, I normally have Thursday off, but they gave me Friday instead. And then I work tomorrow and Sunday, and usually after I work Saturday and Sunday, I usually always have Monday off, but I'm afraid that they might have changed my day off again. So because of the fact that I'm not for sure that my day off is on Monday, I went ahead and gave the envelope to my coworker first, and she says Friday is when we're going to do the gender reveal at my work. Whew. So it looks like the gender reveal for my work is going to get done first, and then because the gender reveal for my work is done Friday, and that particular coworker is also doing my gender reveal cake for here at home, I'm going to do the little home one, and then hopefully I know for sure after that Friday I have that Saturday and Sunday off, because we always alternate weekends. So I work one weekend, I always have the next weekend off no matter what. That's a no and if or but thing. The only way that I would work 2 weekends in a row is if I volunteered to, and I just did that this past weekend and it was horrible. So I'm working this weekend, so I will have next weekend off. So the Friday after my gender reveal at work is when I will take the envelope and give it to Sassy Shopper, and then we'll sit down and we'll plan the big gender reveal for you guys, basically, because I'll already know what it is. Sassy Shopper will finally know what it is. And so since the reveal will really be for you guys, it'll be for you guys, and then I'm not too sure if we're going to do it for her channel, because I'm not sure how she wants to do it for that channel, but I know for at least for you guys, for the ones that watch my channel, we will do it for you guys. We want to sit down and do a collaboration together, since we both are starting out with this YouTube stuff and doing videos. And so we thought it would be kind of cool to do some type of collaboration. So we'll probably do something for the gender reveal, and then maybe I can talk her into, like, I don't know, us doing some type of collaboration together where we test out weird sodas or candy that I've seen some people do before. Maybe we'll do something like that just to, like, introduce each other's followers to each other, and if however that happens, that works. So don't know the gender yet, but hoping to know soon. So I, unfortunately, even though I could have technically known today, I have already passed on the envelope. It's no longer in my hands, thank God, because if I still had it, I probably would have, like, failed and peeked at it anyway. Especially if I decided to do the one with Sassy Shopper first, having to hold on to that envelope all the way until Monday. Maybe if it was my day off to see her, because she lives a good, it's a good 45-minute drive for me, and for her, whoever goes to whose house first. So to have to hold on to it for that long and not peek at it was going to be very hard. That was the other reason why I made the decision to go ahead and give the envelope to my coworker first, because my job is literally just 12 minutes from here. I jumped in the car first thing this morning, drove over there because I knew my coworker was working this morning, drove over there, handed it to her, and it was like a weight off my shoulder, because now I don't have anything of temptation to look at it. So it's not in my hands anymore. She has it, and then so by this next coming Friday, I will finally get to know what we're having. So I don't know if I mentioned it before, but we are we have two beautiful girls, and we are hoping for a boy. I'm sorry, I had to burp. Funny thing is if it ended up being a girl, we already have the name picked out. But if it ends up being a boy, we don't have the name picked out. So that's going to be interesting. And so, I think that's pretty much it. So, everything's going great. Oh! I forgot. Last video I mentioned something about how there was movement, and I wanted to wait until my 20-week video to talk about it. Well, this is that. So movement has definitely picked up. There is no ands, ifs, or buts whether or not I'm feeling the baby move. The baby is definitely moving. Like, I can put my husband's hand on my stomach and he felt it. I put Lily's hand on my stomach and she felt it.
I felt like
so the baby's definitely, like, there's no ands, ifs, or buts. I am definitely, finally, for sure, feeling movements. There's no questioning. I can literally lay back. Like, right now, I could lay back and wait for a few minutes, and I could start feeling it. So, it's awesome. I'm totally feeling the baby move, so I am, like, ecstatic. Now, that's all I have to talk about. It pretty much, the movement, the for sure feeling baby move, I think started last week, a little halfway through last week, but I didn't want to, like, it was still like, I still had those feelings, like, I don't know, but just recently, within the past couple of days, it has turned into, I don't know, oh yeah, that's the baby moving. Okay. So let's do the shot to the belly, and then I will see y'all next week. Alright, so I'm pass the phone off to her. Let's stand up. Hey. Wow. Not too high. Right there. There we go. So this is the my right side. Come on, baby, hold it still. So this is the right side. This is the front and left side. And now without. So left, my front. You can see all the nice pretty stitch marks. Looks really pretty. And the side. It's Especially this one. Look how bad this one is. Like these two right here. Now, they have been my biggest ones in the past, but for some, I feel like they've gotten bigger. Or it could just be me. I'm hoping to do one of those, whatchamacallit, one of those old midwives tale videos to tell the gender. So you might actually get another video from me in like 2 or 3 days, but I'm not making it a promise because you know how I am with me working. When I get home, I'm just too exhausted. I take my naps, I wake up from naps, and it's just like I don't want to do anything. So, maybe I'll do it right now since we're doing this. I'll just make it a separate video. So, look out for that if you guys want to watch it. And if I don't put it out, I'm sorry. It's with me working, it's kind of exhausting to try and do videos, which is why I haven't started any type of daily vlogs like I want to just yet. I probably won't start the daily vlogs until after the baby is born, when I'm no longer working where I'm working, because not right after the baby is born. I probably won't have the energy for that because I'll be taking care of a newborn, but probably like once I do, like, I'll try to do updates with the baby's growth and stuff. So probably once after the baby hits like 1 month, I'll start doing daily vlogs and stuff like that. Maybe even sooner than that. I don't know. We'll see. It all depends on how I feel, because my daughter's room is about to get a huge overhaul because right now she's got this giant ass. In fact, go turn on your light for your room. She's got this giant princess bed that we got her. It was a Cinderella princess bed. Her room is messy, so you'll have to figure it. She's 8 years old. 8-year-old rooms are usually always messy. Let me see if I can go ahead and show you guys. So, like I said, forgive the mess. So she's got this huge Cinderella canopy bed. It is a full-size bed. A full-size bed. And our 2-year-old sleeps in our room, in her crib. So this is our 2-year-old's corner. These are all hand painted by me. I did her name things by hand. That's all me. Like, that's something that I've done for both of my kids so far. Even my even Lily, she's got one too. She still has her name. It's up over there. I painted their stuff. I didn't do it on the wall. It's on poster boards. I wanted to draw it straight on the wall, but I figured for the next baby that I'd be stuck with the same theme. So for Lily, the murals I did for her were Winnie the Pooh. For Rosalie, the mural I did for her, as you can see, was owls. For the new baby, depending on the gender, I haven't decided yet. I kind of want to do Mickey and Minnie, whether it's a boy or a girl. But then part of me wants to do, if it's a boy, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. And I don't want to genderize the fact that Harry Potter would be more for boys and less for girls or anything like that. But the design that I would have if I used Harry Potter would be more boyish than it would be girlish. I could make Harry Potter girlish, but I haven't decided yet. So part of me wants to do Minnie and Mickey, and then part of me wants to do Harry Potter if it's a boy, or even kind of like Marvel superheroes if it's a boy. And then if it's another girl, again, either do Minnie and Mickey, or pick some other theme that I just haven't had the chance to look for just yet. If it turns out to be a girl, then I will invest more thought into, I might still do a Harry Potter theme and just make it more girly than I would boyish, but we'll see. So for the new baby, like the owl stuff that's in there, basically, like I said, my daughter's room is getting an overhaul. her big full bed we're getting rid of it. It's one side of the frame is broken and it's really sharp, and we're scared that someone one of these days is gonna trip and fall and slice their leg open or something like that. So we're getting rid of the frame because we do not have a warranty on it anymore. The warranty was like for 2 years, and she's had the bed now for 3 years. So there is no longer a warranty on the bed, so we can't even go into Rooms To Go to get it fixed. So we have no other option but then to throw it out. So we're getting rid of the frame for it. I'm gonna keep the curtain, that's the canopy, the curtain part. I'm gonna try and reuse it. But the plan is to put a bunk bed over there for her and Rosalie to be over there on the bunk bed, and then the new baby will get the crib area. And so her room's gonna get an overhaul. The little corner nursery nook area is getting an overhaul, and so I might try and do a before and after video for that, for both of those things, and maybe even a short video of me starting my drawings for the new baby's Muriel. So we'll see. So I'm gonna leave it at that. We're almost at 30-minute long videos, and I try to keep them at 15, so I obviously went overboard. But hey, I think that's it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to talk about, but I think I hit all the points. If there's something else you guys that I forgot, go ahead and leave a comment down below. And if you liked the video, please subscribe, and we will see y'all next week. Bye.